my name is Teacher Sylvia with Options for Learning, and today's activity is an activity that's based off of a story that we read to the class called Llama Llama Red Pajama, and you can find this on the Options for Learning website. I'm reading it aloud, and it is a pattern activity that is inspired by the quilt that the llama has in the story. So what is a pattern? A pattern is something that repeats. And patterns we find everywhere. We can find them in nature, and there's also man-made patterns. To talk about a pattern with your child, first you want to talk about real-life things that we see. You could research online. If you have the capability to print some pictures, you can do that, or just refer to them on the computer, or maybe step outside and look at different things that have patterns. Here I printed out a pattern of this animal. What you could do is ask your child what animal they think that is, and what do they notice about the animal. So this animal is a zebra, and we see the colors here. It's in a pattern. So you could talk about how the pattern is white, black, white, black, white, black. So it is a repeating pattern. That is a basic pattern based on one attribute, which is color, and we also call that an A-B pattern. So we have A, B, A, B, A, B. Okay, next we also have a pattern that is a little more complex. Ask your child again what they think that is. Give them clues. Instead of immediately giving them the answer, let them think a little bit. Ask them where they've seen this before. Take a guess what they think it is. Give them clues. It's an insect. It has wings. It flies. It drinks from flowers. And so hopefully they come out with the answer that it's a butterfly. And so here you could talk about the patterns here. And so this pattern is a little bit more complex. We see design and we see color going on, but it is repeating. So that is a pattern. And also there's a pattern here on this snowflake. It's a mathematical and design pattern that you see. You could talk about how it is repeating. We see the long and the short parts of the snowflake. In design, we see here the different little crystallizations of the snowflake. So patterning. So for that activity, you will need, if you have construction paper, if you have 2 to 3 colors, that would be great. If you don't have any construction paper, walk around your house, take a look, see what you can use. Your children's toys could be used for patterning. So here we have some play bananas and apples, or if you have some real bananas and apples, you can use that as well. And outdoors, I found some rocks here of different sizes that we could use to pattern. So with your construction paper, you want to cut them into squares. You can cut them into squares, or if you want to cut them into circles or different shapes, that's fine. Ask your child, how should we do this? Let's think together. Can you help me cut them? If your child has a capability to cut, let them help you. And so you can start with a basic pattern. So again, a basic pattern based on one attribute, here we're going to use color, is an A, B, A, B, A, B pattern. So it is a repeating pattern. So some children may need you to model first what a pattern is. You can use your pictures to guide you. Refer to those. So here I have yellow and blue squares. You may model for your child, give them an example, show them yellow, blue, yellow, blue. And at that point, you can ask your child, what do you think comes next? What's after the blue? What helps with patterning is if you ask your child to say the color pattern with you, because there's a certain rhythm that will help them be able to identify a little bit better. So you can ask your child to say with you, yellow, blue, yellow, blue. Now what's next? Yellow, that's right. And what's after yellow? So give your child time to think. It is takes a while to think. You may have to repeat it again. Have your child repeat with you, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. What's next? That's right, blue. You can use, again, your child's toys to make a pattern. Ask them, maybe after, if you use some construction paper, you can ask them to use other materials like their toys, and ask them, how can you make a pattern with these? And give them time again to think, to brainstorm, and then you can help them if they need the help, or let them attempt and try. Trial and error is a good way to learn. Here we have apple, banana, apple, banana. What's next? You have your apple and then your banana. Outdoors, I found some rocks. Now rocks, there's different attributes that you can make a pattern with. For the sake of this activity, we're just going to focus on size. So I have large rocks and small rocks. So you're going to use a large rock, then a small rock, a large rock, a small rock. What would come next? A large rock, and then a small rock. So there's your pattern. You can also do a more complex pattern for children to understand this basic A-B pattern, or after practicing they have an idea and they get really good, then you could try an A-B-C pattern. So looking here maybe at 3 different colors, which would be, we have the yellow, the blue, and I have some magenta construction paper squares. So we have 3 colors. So yellow, blue, magenta, yellow, blue, magenta, and what would come next? Yellow, blue, magenta. So there is your 3 color pattern. So we have A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. So that's a little bit more complex patterning. Again, walk around your house, look to see what you can make pattern. Remember, pattern repeats, and you can access the videos of the stories and these activities at the Options for Learning website. Thank you and have a great day.